Alrighty. I mean, I honestly think I think Xavius is actually better. It depends on your deck though. I think I'm just down to pick Rafaam because I feel like picking Rafaam though. So we're just gonna do it. Rafaam's OP. I don't like a card with Battle Cry remove all reactive cards from your deck, hand and deck. I think it's actually pretty bad, but it can be good. You just have to high roll it, right? I'm surprised this. No, you guys can't see this. I'm surprised this win rate is so high. I do like this card, but it's really high. Fine. It's really good with Shadow Flame, that's one thing. Doom is pretty good right now. It's been really weird and different. I think it's probably honestly because of just low sample size. I think just not a lot of people playing is probably the honest reason. You wonder if there's a way to see history. If you have the internal data from then you could. I've always wanted to see the internal history. I don't know, maybe I should like contact the guy that does it, because I would want to see it a lot, but it's never been publicly available as far as I know. Take a 1. Hey Renu, how you doing? What's with all the legendaries today? I think go another Shu'ma deck, I guess. We probably don't take another pick croc, given that we have 3 7s already. It's early too. If we want another late game card, we probably want it to be the Lifesteal Taunt. Yeah, and the fact they have a Rafaam makes picking late game less important also. That is also true. We have a lot of good Plague of Flames cards right now. The Cable Rat, the 1-drops, Shu'ma. We skipped the Soul Fragment activator earlier. I think I'm down for this. We just don't have the dragons for this. Alchemist is really good sometimes. Also, Serpent Egg, Plague of Flames is hilarious. Also, I really hate Mad Bomber, so I might take the Alchemist. We could use more of a 2 though, and Bomber is more of a 2. Nobody plays around Alchemist. It's not like you really can, right? That's the thing. It just gets really good random value sometimes. I'm gonna do it because I want to. Wand Maker's good. The nice thing about cards like Wand Maker when you have Rafaam is that if you get a shitty 1-drop, you just turn it into a legendary, right? It's great. I was saying in last draft too, why do we always get Skystalker against things that we literally can't skip? I don't understand. Every time. We could use more initiative, right? We really don't have any. It might just be another AUG. Hey Anakin, how are you doing? I don't really... You just take another AUG, right? The only reason I'm even hesitating is the fact that it's the same AUG 3 times, but that doesn't really matter. Another one? Alright. We probably just need to take a 4. Which 4? An excellent question. Just having a flyer might be good. I think so. Sure. Woven one. Yeah, so you just have like basically a bunch of curve. You have like the Rift Cleaver though. It's kind of a mediocre looking deck though, actually. It's just you have a few. You have the Scrap Imp, you have the Rift Cleaver. Those have been a lot of the really good looking Warlocks I've seen where it's just like, they don't look that great, but then you just see like, oh, they have, but that one Scrap Imp, that one Rift Cleaver just carry games. Is the Inquisitor a demon? Inquisitor's not a demon, right? Because that kind of makes a difference there. Oh, it is a demon? I think I would have picked the other thing then. I think if we tap, we might die. So like the reason to pick the Scrap Imp over the 12-12, you might get it down to 7. It's pretty likely you get it down to 7, but given our deck, getting it down to 7 actually isn't that important. Because we have other 7s, so that's out. It's just the fact that an 8-8 that goes face might be better than this thing still. Because we know it's going to cost 8. But, I could have rushed this thing, just realized. I probably should have actually tapped second. Or not tapped at all and just played the rush. Problem is we don't have plays. This might be the Waterworld Bane of Doomer guy. I think it is actually. That was productive. I mean, at least it didn't die. At least it doesn't die to ping now, right? At least it does kill the stealth. So. Mox dice is usually given bad cards. Yeah, you try to get like the lifesteal, right? You try to get the lifesteal taunt off of it, or you try to just get like a flame imp or something. There are a lot of bad demons. Or Rift Cleaver, yeah, that's true also. Did I see the Fire Breather? Which one is that? I have the card list open. Did they just announce it? Oh yeah. 4 mana, 4/3 demon, Battlecry, deal 2 damage to all minions except demons. Oh god. 4 mana, 4th, a consecration on a stick. Oh dear. Oh no. Arena is just gonna be insane, man. Descent of Dragons is gonna rotate out, and people are gonna be like, "Man, I wish I miss all those weak Descent of Dragons cards." Can we make imagine an 8-drop that only deals 8 damage and with a 4/10 body? Imagine that. Imagine thinking that was a good card. I don't know. Everything's just gonna be kind of insane. What is this weapon? I haven't looked. I have the I can show you. Let me make sure this is on screen. I'm looking at all these. What is this thing? After hero attacks, give a mech dragon pirate +1. Oh my god. There's gonna be Zoo Warrior. Oh no. They're actually forcing Zoo. They're actually forcing Zoo Warrior. Oh dear. That'll be a thing, I guess. Let's play this. We could just remove this also. That's kind of okay. Probably better actually.
You don't break the wands.
Nice.
A warden always hits her mark. Business is booming.
The card I'm interested about, actually, the card which is the 3 mana 3/3 Warlock card, Battlecry destroy a mana crystal for both players. That's gonna be an interesting one. Maybe we just Shadow Council now. Probably at least play this first. I don't know, we can get a an 8 drop though. Probably better.
You will regret imprisoning me.
Rocket legs! I am the law! Go on, explode.
I actually want to replace the premium rat. We're keeping the rat safe, remember? Oh dear. Oh, he doesn't have it? Okay. We wouldn't want to bring the rat into this scary, dangerous Hearthstone world. That would be bad of us.
You love my new recipe.
The wand picks you.
I should have drawn already.
I am the law!
You're in my hands now.
They always get Flame Strike. Always. Yeah. Always. Yeah, we have a command for that, chat. It's always a discovered pilgrim that gives a the Flame Strike. It's never drafted. It's always just every time. Don't even I don't have to see it. It's just it's already gonna happen. We already know. Imagine your 1-drop not being a 4/3. Yeah, do something about that 12/8, bro. Guess not. Ooh, we have Shu'ma. Shu'ma! Not bad, not bad. Gotta increase the deck win rate and played win rate of the Tentacle Man. We have a responsibility to increase the win rate of Shu'ma, man.
Nemzi versus Illidan. This ends now.
Let's have some fun!
Yeah, we were kind of screwed if we didn't draw Shu'ma, right? The thing we did.
Let me work my magic.
Seems like a fairly good hand. Yikes.
You won't get far.
Double yikes.
Guys, I can't move! X marks the spot.
Triple yikes. Surely nothing. Ooh. Surely nothing bad happens. Honestly, taking a Voidwalker there was not bad either. But I saw this card and I got excited. Why not Orc? Because I am greedy. Okay, so what now? Our mana doesn't even work out that well. The thing is that like the Orc being 3 attack actually makes it so much better. That's part of the reason. You know that greed is a sin? You know that we're warlocks. You think being a warlock is not a sin in itself?
I have trained for days.
Means our mana actually really sucks, but it doesn't make sense to not do this.
Firebomb ready.
Every time. He actually clears us, but he clears himself too.
Would you help a weary traveler?
I mean, the fact that we tap turn 2, we played a Dormant on 2 and tap turn 3, and we still have 21 health somehow, that's pretty awesome. I think I might Gyrocopter and just clear both with it. It means if we're pushing 5 and he's using his weapon just like this, that's just kind of fine with us, I think. So we get another tempo swing next turn. Instead of a 6/9, we have the couple that doesn't get along, had a bad day, you know, turning away from each other. Sad day. Might just clear this off. The problem is like if you leave this thing up, he has a 9/1 rush, and that's kind of a problem.
I wonder if...
It's okay. It doesn't matter if he's dead though. I think we'll just kill it off. I really want to push 5 at the same time. It's either you Rift Cleaver this and push 5, or you Rift Cleaver this and rush to kill the 9/1. Then you don't push 5, but you kill this off. Kinda close, honestly.
This'll fix you right up.
Because this is kind of what you enable. By not pushing the 5, you enable him being able to, like, you know, kill this thing like this. But, I mean, you know. You understand you're taking the damage anyway, right? It might mean he has a cycle. This might be a cycle. Easy Soulfire.
Pick the walks.
Damn.
Business is booming.
Ah,
Business is
good day to you, Mr. Frog.
Alas, poor Warlock.
Ah, he found lethal. An excellent player. A lot of people don't find lethal in this scenario, but he found the lethal. He found the optimal lethal too. This guy knows what he's doing. We appreciate good opponents in this stream. He actually didn't play a single card above 4 mana except for that skull. An honorable smart deck. Pretty good deck actually too.
Nemzi versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
let's have some
Not amazing, but okay. Alright. There's nothing we're really looking for in Mulligan in this deck, except we have 2 kind of okay 1-drops, and we have a Scrap Him. Other than that, this is about as good as it gets.
Let me work my magic.
I have bad news for you, Mr. Berserker. You are about to get wrecked.
Magical.
Get these off of me!
What a greedy man.
I have trained for days.
Well, you can only ping one of our guys, so... If you don't make this pre-bump, he just pings this, right? And then you just get, you kind of get wrecked. He's kind of like slowing down the game, and we're kind of trying to slow down the game too. I don't know. It's probably a problem because he probably has like a million late game cards. He's gonna be one of these mages that just has picked every discover card, and we're gonna get wrecked. It's actually a really bad matchup for us. Yeah, we just need to get Shu'ma again, right? We need all the Shu'ma decks.
You fight me, you get burned. Turn it up.
Why you no beast?
dum-de-dum-dum.
Yeah, we are dying right now.
Firebomb ready.
Surely nothing bad happens. I mean, that could have been worse, actually. So, okay. He's just gonna smart it. Beast, beast. Why is this not a beast? Oh, we have clear.
I wonder
A
if...
warden always hits her mark.
Is there a better way to do this? Because well, there's a lot of things we could do here.
I wonder
A warden
I think this is
always
always
hits her
part of the puzzle. I don't know. There's nothing that's good enough, I don't think. I think he just hits us for 3 and then we're dead.
you.
Yeah. It's because it's Bat Rider, not Bat. The Bat would be a beast, surely. It's a Bat Rider, it's not a Bat. Very confusing. When are they gonna add a troll tribe? That's the real question, because I think the Bat Rider is a troll, right? Or I don't know what that is, actually. Not a troll.
My cargo, my business.
I'm pretty sure this game's already over, by the way, because he's been playing like he has Pyroblast. So, pretty sure the game's already over.
What a day! What a lovely day! You love my new recipe.
I am the law.
It literally says Troll Bat Rider. You're not wrong. That is a troll. I don't play WoW, man. I don't know what a troll is. I know what a troll is on the internet. That's what really matters. Jesus Christ. Mage is like a terrible win rate, but every mage deck I play against is batshit insane. I might need to start playing mage. People must just be really bad at it. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, this guy's playing it like he's a smart hunter, which is kind of weird.
I am the law.
Yeah. It wasn't a Power Blast, it was a Fireball. Fair enough. I knew he had something. I haven't played any Dota. Actually, I did install Dota. I played like probably half the tutorial and then I was like, yeah, screw it. I played a lot of the Heroes of the Storm even though I never played League or Dota at all.
Nemzi versus Lunara.
Forest fights back. Let's have some fun.
But I'm kind of, I don't know. Honestly, like quitting that game was like the best decision I made in the last like 5 years of my life. Deeper farm? No. Alright, so we play the Berserker. We play the Berserker and then we make it a 3-1 and then we swap it into a 1-3. And then we hit it again and it becomes a 3-2. Just keep growing. Keep growing, keep growing. We haven't played Rafaam yet. Yeah, we've drawn it twice, 2 or 3 times in Mulligan, but we haven't drawn it. Could be... It could be bump the 2-1 and Og Merchant. Well, either way, it's... the same either way, and then I might swap the 3-1.
Love my new recipe.
He chose to shuffle a coin into his deck. It was either play this or use the flyer. Flyer lets you push 4. But this is a bit of a board upgrade. A lot of a board upgrade. Even though we're gonna do this anyway. There's a low pie, thanks for the follow. Oh no. We can't play spells.
The gates are open.
Why is this guy playing off curve, by the way? He played a 5-drop on 4 and then he played a 6-drop on 5. Oh, wait, no. Wait, no. He switched him. Oh, no, he didn't. No, I'm crazy. Never mind, I am the crazy one. He played a 4 and then a 5, right? Yeah, never mind. Do we want a flyer to push more damage? Yeah. It could be a play if the coin was golden. Yeah, imagine shuffling a non-golden coin into your deck. Silly. Silly play.
What if?
Now he plays 7 Bog Beams. Oh my god. I like how he just leaves almost lethal on board. No, it's actually lethal still.
Can't win them all.
Okay. Alright. Can't win them all. If he shuffled a golden coin into his deck, though, the game would have gone differently. Obviously, he just misplayed by not having a golden coin. He should have used the credit card more, and he would have won.
Let me work my magic.
Turn 1 and begin with a perfect curve. We need you, Rafaam. We need you. Or Shu'ma. Actually, perfect curve. Evolve Lucky too. Could have been worse. Salty hover.
I can't move.
Who you want me kill?
Dude, this guy is salty hovering out of his mind. He's still hovering the damn thing. This guy is actually triggered. I think we win just off the fact that he's triggered. Is it tap one maker or is it just play those? If you tap and you don't hit a minion, you feel stupid. But
You don't hurt the wise.
should have played 3, obviously. The odds were very much in the favor of this play, though. Given that you have like the swing coming up anyway.
The wand picks you.
Then we draw literally every spell in our deck. He's gonna start. The thing is, like, okay, get the Shavara in hand doesn't help him too much. This is a 3/9. Might go Coil Bane of Doom actually. Bane of Dooms have not been kind to us today. That's a big boy. This is Tribeless, right? That's just lethal, right? I've said it a lot of times, like I've always felt like Embiggen is like very overrated. It's kind of like this is like he shouldn't have just played them both immediately. That was the dumb thing he did. If he had held them, it probably would have been a lot better. He needed a better curve than he had before playing two of them.
Let's have some fun.
I feel like Warriors never give you targets for this. We found the Rafaam boys. And gals. Found the Scrap Imp boys. Okay, do we coin the Scrap Imp? We probably do, right? Maybe we just chill.
I wonder if...
I feel like pushing later with more pressure might be better than coining it right now.
Guys, I can't move.
This will break your fall.
Turns out we got nothing out of it. I didn't coin so we'd have the extra draw and then we just hit the Plague of Flames anyway. Coins for Rafaam.
Is it cold?
Now it probably is, yeah.
The touch of the Lord.
We're back online!
We can rush this. Oh, we have another rush. I was gonna say rush Lackey, but I might coin 111.
I wonder if...
It makes a lot of sense on board, actually.
And double back!
It just works out with the breakpoints to do it this way. Because we have a 3/4 taunt here. Dude, that rat just slayed a 3-drop. The rat knows what he's up to. Next turn we have either Wanderer or Bane of Doom. This is not buffed, so it's probably Bane of Doom if we can do it at all. They call Rat, they give Rat these insults. They call him understated and all these things. Like he just traded up. What are you guys laughing at Rat now? That looks like a Bane of Doom target. That looks very much like a Bane of Doom target. Nice. Jeez. You want to play Gyrocopter or Dread Inferno? Is Dread Inferno? Your warrior deck with Alabaster, Zephyrs, and Colossus went 4 and 3.
Magic is not a toy.
YOLO Rafaam. Oh, this is a 6-6. I forgot this was a 6-6. I should play that last turn then. Why did I not play it last turn? Forgot that was a 6-6. So we could just use the Gyrocopter this turn just to remove his dragon, just to make sure nothing bad happens. I think we'll do that. We will play Rafaam. At some point. Yeah, our hand is a little good. On turn 9. Yeah, you can use one of the flyers and then you still get the Rafaam. I'm sorry, I didn't respond to your question. So, that's the thing is like, what makes a deck good right now feels very difficult right now. Because, like, decks that have really good cards, individual cards, don't always do as well right now, it feels like. It's like the structure of the deck and how well it synergizes with itself seems more important than card quality right now. Yeah. Legendaries don't do enough by themselves without synergy. Unless you're talking about what's like that shaman legendary? The AoE fire elemental. Unless you're talking about one like that. Then it's a little different. I think I'll play this before Rafaam, because, I mean, how many good 2-mana legendaries are there? Let's be honest. We're gonna get the 2-mana legendary, whatever there is. Yeah, it's fine. We get a Spell Burst legendary when we have no spells in our deck. Great. He just concedes. He could have crocked his face. But then he concedes and we don't get to play Rafaam. And we lose Rafaam value. That would be a problem. We wait exactly. We're raising the HS replay win percentage of Rafaam. Very important.
Nemzi versus Lunara.
The forest fights back. Let's have some fun.
Every time I need to figure out like just. I need to spend like an hour thinking about this. Just like every time I have this choice against like a druid, I'm like, I don't know, maybe. If he plays a 3-2, or if he plays a 2-3, we just double aug it. And then he passes, and then he swipes us, and then we cry. Sounds about right.
Do you like to play with fire?
Business is booming. Business is booming. Better be something good.
I generally keep Augs going second. Going first, it's a little more difficult. Because if you know you're not gonna tempo it on one, you're not keeping it as a 1-drop, so when you just want to play on curve, right? But I generally keep him going first, because being able to just randomly point an Aug is valuable going second.
It's time for a little blood.
I didn't need it anyway.
Awaken.
Why do we pick these?
Who you want me to flee?
We've been only drawing them in pairs. It's been really awkward.
Let's see.
Oh, we could use one here.
Flee.
Hey Hearthstoner, how you doing?
Let's see.
We shall end this disturbance.
2, 2, 3. Unless you'd rather play Waste Warden. Either way you do this first.
You don't pick the wasp.
I feel like there's actually value in keeping the 5/1 around. There's also value in keeping a Waste Warden against Druid. It's not very likely. Like, just in case they play a bunch of beasts or something. They're not going to, very likely, right? The 5/1's actually a threat, because if he's going to take 5 damage, that's a little too much for him, so... We kind of hard force a swipe on a turn he wouldn't really want to use it. Or he just doesn't have it and then he dies. Well, that's the weekend. Nice, nice.
So profitable.
I would say the same. Might just be Pickrocket's face. We can save the Bandom for face even. Otherwise your play is like, I don't know, 3-drop plus Bandom. Which would be... You'd have to really high roll the Bandom for that to be better. That's kind of a problem. Okay, Alchemist, Plague of Flames, Rain of Fire.
You love my new recipe.
I should have tapped her, but...
That's not allowed.
Why is that not allowed? Maybe he doesn't hear power again. That is brave. Nope. Got him!
They cannot stop my work.
You're right. Guy's gotta be thinking, there's no way he's holding on to like 2 damage, right? And we got rid of bad RNG. I mean, honestly, a 5 mana deal 2 damage summon and Imprison Gunarg, that is not a bad card. Probably better than a Flame Imp a lot of the time. It's not exactly a high roll though. I feel like if you could draft that card with it was 5 mana deal 2 summon and Imprison Gunarg, you would probably... That would probably be like an average card.
Let's have some fun.
It is on turn 10. Yeah. Yeah. Not wrong.
Guys, I can't move.
Muzzle their magic.
We're back online.
Got him, boys. We rushed this in, maybe. Guess so. See what we get here. Grandpa, why would you put such terrible cards into your deck? I mean, honestly, these are all just gonna get transformed by Rafaam, so.
Business is booming.
It actually doesn't matter. There's a chance that we actually use that, but it's just gonna be a Rafaam transform. Most likely.
Another soul to consume.
Why rush? I mean, we just want to get the 4-2 on the board. Really.
Is it cold in the shadow?
Yeah. He's discovered a weakness.
Such a beautiful design.
Does it make sense to use this at all? Just hold it.
Rocket legs. Perfect cat.
Why do they all have Wing Guardian? Go Shu'ma. Grab him is kind of good. It's up there.
I wonder if
Golem. I mean, Shu'ma and Golem are both really good. I think I like Shu'ma first, honestly. You're saying Golem and Sit? There's actually a Druid card which copies a Beast. It's not very likely, but... If you're sitting, like, what are you sitting for, though? You're just sitting to try to, like, rush this guy through it? I don't know, I kind of like just Shu'ma. He needs like swipe plus fishy flyer, basically.
We will hold the Black Temple.
Not it. Oh, this is brutal. We'll just rush the rat golem.
Next stop, ground.
Because it's a legendary, right? But there is actually a card. There is actually a card that there's the 3-mana 3/3 that copies a beast. So if you leave the Wind Guardian up, you could actually get a second Wind Guardian because of it, and then you get wrecked. Very unlikely, but other ones they are not demons. Tentacles are not demons.
You love my new recipe.
I should have played Rafaam, huh? We're saving our good Rafaam RNG, don't worry.
Nemzi versus Mayev.
None can escape my fury.
I see a lot of rogues. He also full mold.
Let me work my magic.
Rat? We've talked about this. How many times have we talked about this? We're keeping the rat in the back of the deck where he's safe. Really, I just don't like rat against a rogue because they just kill it for basically for nothing.
You don't pick the wise.
It's fine. It's not the greatest curve play, but the fact that it makes our 1-drop a 3/2, I kind of like it. Surely we top deck a 3-drop, right? Any world where you coin the Voidwalker turn 1. Given that we coined it the next turn, would have been better too, because we would just got an extra face damage. There definitely is a world. I was keeping the coin mainly just for more flexibility. Cause like if you do that play and then you just backstab to your 1-drop, you feel kind of dumb. So it's probably ambush. You just take the trade on ambush.
Would you help a weary traveler?
It's weird how like it was the weirdest thing how in dual class like you didn't see ambushes. Like ambush got micro-adjusted down really hard in dual class, and now that dual class is over, all of a sudden it's always ambush again. Really weird. Okay. Actually, they have like no good plays, huh? It's really annoying. Who's Fishy Flyer? Fishy Flyer or Bandoom Young Guy? I think I'd rather Fishy Flyer than Bandoom Young Guy. Or you scorpion his face. We've had this awkwardness because I guess I picked a few too many reactive cards because yeah, opponents that just don't do anything, we've had awkwardness.
We shall end this disturbance.
It's been like we've always had like enough still, so hasn't been the end of the world. And we have 4 direct burn, so you can't really take any more damage.
I wonder.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
How did this guy get past 2 wins? Poison, thanks for following. You reckon he just drew badly? I mean, he's still not playing anything good, and he played a 4-mana draw too. Oh, maybe, but
Business is booming.
I don't think that was lethal. He's got a tap. He got a tap blast to assert dominance, right? He got that stealth. That stealth lethal. You gotta love that stealth lethal, man. He spotted the lethal. Skilled player.
Nemzi versus Malfurion.
I must protect you.
Let's have some fun.
Honestly, getting the scrap it buff on Shu'ma is pretty good. But I don't think we keep it for that.
Guys, I can't move. Mind if I roll need?
I was thinking about tapping before he played the. Oh my god, dude. I was saying like I was thinking about tapping before that, but then the 1/1 threatened the loot hoarder. But little did I know we were gonna get wrecked by it. does a buff, this is still good. Is it better than this stuff? I think so. You can only do a single buff. Power of the Wild or Blessing or Savage Roar. Savage Roar might actually be the worst for us. It's fine. Rising Winds plus buff. Double Rising Winds, that is fine. Draw last, standard. He just drew Power of the Wild and he's like, oh my god, I'm dumb.
There is so much untapped power in this world.
Ah.
Well played.
You don't pick the ones.
Ah. Yeah, could you imagine? Imagine doing something like tapping last. Like, imagine doing that. You would never see that in a channel like this. That would just never happen. You would never see such a thing.
Business is booming.
A little healing goes
Still no buff.
away.
This I'm wearing like weird shorts and like trying to put my phone back in my pocket. If you're wondering what I'm doing, very difficult though. Okay.
Banishment. It's time for a little blood.
Guess you have to take this trade. Otherwise, he just gets that trade. But now he just swipe arenas or board arena. Not a swipe. He's looking for the swipe. You can get a one mana removal either. Could Bane and Doom. I think we'll just play this. Oh yeah, especially. I always forget about scrap imp buffs, man, and I look and I'm like, oh yeah, you're a 7/6. Oh right. Oh yeah, that would have changed all my other plays. Fine. There's a world where you just take the Blood Imp there just because you can play it immediately. But I don't know, it doesn't do all that much.
I have trained for days.
Oh, bro. You gonna discover second again? Twice have lethal with Rain of Fire, Fishy Flyer. Guy does not know what tempo is. Just...
Well played.
Bandoom lethal? Yeah, we probably had Bandoom lethal too. I didn't realize how we were way over. I thought it was a little closer than that. And we're probably in long queue territory now. We in the long queue territory. I never mind. I'm gonna say I'll be right back, but now the queue just popped.
Nemzi versus Valera.
More rogues. Is this where all the rogues are living? In the Highwind
Let's
bracket?
have some fun.
Uh-huh.
Guys, I can't move.
I think I want to tap. We don't have like good enough follow-up right now.
This is our time.
Fine.
Yeah, beat it. We're back online.
A little too late.
I have trained for days.
Unfortunately, he has exactly 7 damage right now. For our big boy. I mean, he's gonna Plague Bringer it anyway, probably, but.
So many options.
Well, we have some sick late game here. At least. This. Yeah, but thanks for the follow. Probably gonna swap this actually. Exactly what we needed. I guess when you have the plague, the scheme is pretty good.
You love my new recipe. Get scrappy. Get scrappy.
Give us the money. Don't try anything.
We're just gonna have to warden the mugger. It's in a 4-3, 1-1's trade. You're not beast, right?
A warden always hits her mark.
Why are you salty hovering our Waste Warden? He's probably a constructed player and he's never seen this card before and he's like, what the fuck is that?
Your future.
Yeah, rats. We're seeing these rats, they keep doing work.
I wonder.
Yeah, he's basically dead if he takes one hit from the Wrapped Golem.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
Which he's about to. We have to use the pick rock for it though, but coin. What do we play for one? Feral Cat. Coin. Wait. How has that been sitting in his hand all this time? Huh? Oh. I should have put the 7/7 on the far right, technically.
So many options. I wonder.
He has that many options. He's actually played a lot of premiums already. Rogues generally have a selective amount of premium cards, and it feels like he's used them. And Rogue is always kind of like that, where it's like either they match up to the situation or they don't, and they haven't quite matched up. He needed the Plaguebringer. He just didn't happen to have that particular answer. Just lethal. Getting out the bad RNG? Exactly. Get rid of that Call of the Void. It's funny how Call of the Void and the Dragon Discoverer are in the game at the same time. Right? You can get one mana Discover a Dragon with a Discover a Demon with a discount, or you can just get a random demon that you don't even get to pick. I can go to the restroom really fast.
Nemzi versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Let's have some fun.
Well, that is a hand, ain't it? Golden Noob, how you doing? Keep the hand? No, no. We need to smack the priest in the face. Not give him a bunch of mind controls. We can coin Wanderer next turn. Largely just activate our 1-drop. Still do it. Oh god. He has Shadow Madness, we get ripped.
That's not allowed.
Sad Tempo Alchemist. For plays are probably you could do Plague of Flames Flyer, you could do Plague of Flames Tap Wand Maker, or you do Rustied Raider. I kind of like. I guess the Rustied Raider lets you save the Plague of Flames, which might actually get better. We don't have really any plays that involve leaving his guy up.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that.
You know, just play that.
Actually, I'm good here.
Okay, I guess we'll do this because it's just really good right now. Get to use that thing while we can. We do need to get the Shu'ma down before it just gets mind controlled immediately. Okay, he got Dread Infernal, he probably would have played it. Ooh.
That's not allowed.
Selling cost 0. Guess we'll just play it.
Perfect catch.
It makes Shu'ma a bit worse and Rap Golem a bit better. Okay. Rapgolem's a bit harder to kill than Shu'ma too, actually. Part of the reason is like, cause it's better against mind control to play this first. 'Cause any turn you play this in the future, he can just mind control it immediately and you kind of get wrecked. The only thing, you could save this until you can actually rush it out. 2 Holy Novas. 2 more Holy Novas. That's his second Holy Nova already. Probably gonna be like a ping. Non-merchant or penance or something. Thing is, if we played Shu'ma, Shu'ma would have already been dead, right? So it was a lot better that we played this.
This timeline amuses me.
Kind of rude. The way he's done this, I feel like this might not be active. But, I mean, do you really want to call that bluff right now? I think we're just going to have to take this trade. Have to trade into a 1-1. He's going to be able to do something. Yeah, there's the world where the 1-1 taunt blocks it, but it's like, just... It's not realistic. It's not like he doesn't have a ping, it's like he doesn't have a ping that he wants to use. Like, there's probably something in his hand that is more expensive than he wants to use in this situation. Expect him to have absolutely nothing is, I think, unrealistic. So that's something I see a lot of people do, is they just assume, but... Because a lot of the misplays I see people make are misplays where people just don't assume that your opponent can do something. It's just the power level cards right now, like everyone can do insane things every turn.
Magic is not a toy.
Right.
Not lose these.
Yes, we lose. The thing is, we can't even do anything. We actually can't even do anything. And we're just dead. So there is the world where, like, if he truly had nothing and had we gone face, we would have won, I guess. But it's such a long shot. And we should have dropped a Bloodlust, right? I've seen, literally today, someone did that where they didn't ping off a 7-1 because they were just planning on Holy Novaing it. That literally happened today. Like, so the fact that they chose not to ping it off doesn't mean that they don't have an answer to it. The way he hesitated too made it really screamed in my mind that he had something, he just didn't want to use it. He just didn't think it was worth using. We should just concede, honestly, but
I brought enough for everyone.
that's pretty good.
Business is booming.
We can actually win, but we have to high roll the shit out of Rafaam really fast.
The pen is mightier with the sword.
Is anyone else lost?
We know this is a minion, Voidwalker. Yeah, we just need to high roll Rafaam.
Business is booming.
Maybe we shouldn't even play that because our win condition is Rafaam. Probably shouldn't even play that. I don't know. We're gonna die though.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
I would kill that one. Question is just if we play this or not.
Business is booming.
I think so. These are awful. I mean, this might not be awful. It just depends if we can actually like protect it. It really helps that we have this actually coming into the turn. Wow. I think we just died.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
What do we need? We just need like 3 Natalies or something. Got like the worst legendaries in the game.
Impressive. You win this time.
We got like legit the 4 worst legendaries we could possibly get. Would have been better off getting Lorewalker Chose. That's why I don't know. I want to play in these games. People who say Rafaam is good. I want to play these games where it's actually helpful. It's like I think Rafaam is really bad actually. It's a 7-mana 7/8, which is a good stat line, but it has its effect is a downside generally.
Let's have some fun. Business is booming.
Acquired a dragon. Crafted Zigzor.
I have trained for days.
Are we supposed to just tap Scrap Imp now? We're gonna die.
Guys, business is I can't move. Business is booming.
You've got me fired up.
Rocket League! Rocket League!
Now we're cooking.
We're back online! A warden always hits her mark.
Play this, you can play the 7-drop dragon.
Let me work my magic. Magic is not a toy.
We could use Plague of Flames just to push 9 if we wanted to, actually. And you're also not playing the Lackey. I think we're actually gonna trade. So let's see what we get first.
Wings of evil.
I forgot I wasn't gonna do it first because of this, but oh. Did not matter.
How about a new? How about
Oh wow. Okay. Guess we're okay then. Oh my god, Ahmet Jandis. Ooh.
Never skip dictate. I see a dark future. Your feeble magic amuses me. I awaken.
I thank you for playing a minion that our 7-drop can die into.
How you doing? Feeling dizzy?
It seems also reasonable. Oh no, he's gonna play the 7-mana beast that wins the game immediately. Oh my god. Dude, can you imagine getting that off Honor's back? So these are what everyone else's Rafaam games are like. I see. Now I see. Now I see what other people's Rafaam games are like.
Nemzi versus Tyrande.
Of course, the final boss is a priest.
Fun! Business is booming!
Given that we have 2 of them, I think we'll tempo one. 2 of them with a perfect curve.
I wonder.
You here for the tour?
Business is booming!
Okay.
Brilliant.
That was awesome!
You know how hard we worked to get you down to 28? And you just,
I have trained.
you know, like, just gonna heal it up like that? Take that, you're back to the 28. Get wrecked, nerd. This is gonna be a Rafaam game again.
Submit, heretic.
It's time for it.
So he wanted us to make that trade instead of that trade. Guess he just couldn't punish it anyway. it means like he knows that he can't punish us just because otherwise, if he does minus on this, we just go face, right? So he just takes an extra face damage. So I guess it from that perspective, assuming he's not going to punish us going face, it actually makes sense. But it's kind of a from our side, he's telegraphing the fact that he has nothing. But we kind of know that he has nothing because he hasn't done anything. We might just tap scrap him. So we have the Plague of Flames now, and I don't really want to trade into that thing. The other play, you could just Scorp it and scrap him. That's also strong. It's totally fine, honestly.
I wonder if...
And actually, it means we can get the scrapping buff on the Rafaam on curve. The Grey Runes didn't teach us anything. You're not wrong. Yeah, that's true. Like, if leaving a 6/6 up against Priest. For some reason, I always think about Apotheosis, and it's like, he can Apotheosis it, I don't care. It's like, but if he Grave Runes it, yeah, then I kind of care, actually. The hell is this crap? I mean, I like this. They say you can't wish for more wishes. Little did they know. Not active though. Okay, guys, we have a 5/5. We have an 8-mana 5/5. We'll be okay. Okay, he has a thing. Okay. Actually, Kane Kreen is pretty good here. I just want to make sure if we absolutely, what was it? Never mind. I was like, wait a second, this isn't gonna have charge. For some reason I thought this would have charge.
We will hold the Black Temple.
I need to chill out with these giant taunt minions. Oh no! Oh, that's a card. Oh. Okay. Alright. Yeah. That's a lot of good information for us.
You're coming with me.
Can we just value trade this? I think so. Double Anton? Anton is terrible. We don't have spells.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
Your wish is my suggestion.
It is finished.
Okay. Alright. He didn't even see. He didn't even know, chat. He didn't know. He actually didn't know. He didn't even see the first of it. Alright. Alright. And don't forget to like and subscribe, people watching this on YouTube. Oh. Okay, that was a good one.